Hi, and welcome to today's episode of Conversations That Matter. Today, we're exploring how to work with dysfunctional cognitive schemas, simple ways to boost your energy in everyday life, and how challenges can help you find your flow. Let's start with the basics. What exactly is a dysfunctional cognitive schema?
A cognitive schema is like an internal map that shapes how we see ourselves, others, and the world. When these schemas are dysfunctional, they create negative thought patterns. For example, you might believe you're never good enough or that the world is a dangerous place. These patterns often lead to stress, low energy, and burnout.
Exactly. And it's important to remember that these schemas often form early in life, influenced by experiences or relationships. The good news is they can be changed.
That's encouraging. What's a practical way someone can start breaking these patterns in everyday life?
The first step is awareness.
Aha!
Begin by observing your thoughts without judgment. Viktor Frankl once said, "Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. That space is where change begins."
I love that quote. Journaling can also help here. Write down recurring thoughts and ask yourself, is this belief serving me? Often, just questioning a thought starts to weaken its hold on you.
Let's shift gears. Many people struggle with low energy. What are some simple ways to feel more energized during the day?
Start with small habits that create big shifts. Hydrate first thing in the morning, move your body for 10 minutes, and set clear priorities for the day. One of my favorite tips is to do something that sparks joy, whether it's listening to music or stepping outside for fresh air.
Adding to that, mindfulness practices can recharge you. Even 5 minutes of focused breathing can lower stress hormones and improve focus. Research shows that regular breaks, like the Pomodoro technique, can significantly boost energy and productivity.
Great tips. There's a quote from Oprah Winfrey that fits here. The more you praise and celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate. Celebrating small wins can also keep energy levels high. Speaking of energy and motivation, let's talk about flow. What is flow? And why is it important?
Flow is that state of complete immersion in an activity where time seems to fly and you feel deeply engaged. Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, who coined the term, described it as the key to happiness. To reach flow, you need a balance between challenge and skill. When an activity is hard enough to push you but not so hard that it feels overwhelming.
Challenges are great for this. They give you a sense of purpose and structure. For example, a mutual friend, Daniel, has set a 30-day challenge to record a YouTube video, practice piano, and do yoga daily. That's a perfect way to create flow, combining creativity, discipline, and physical movement.
That's inspiring. How can listeners set their own challenges?
Start small, but consistent. Pick 1 or 2 activities that excite or scare you a little. For example, journaling for 5 minutes daily, walking for 15 minutes, or trying a creative hobby. The key is to commit and track your progress.
And remember, it's okay to adjust. If something feels too overwhelming, break it into smaller steps. The process is just as valuable as the outcome.
This has been such an insightful conversation. To wrap up, can you each share one piece of advice for our listeners?
Sure, embrace the discomfort of change. It's in that space where growth happens. And remember, small shifts over time create lasting transformation.
Focus on joy and curiosity. Whether it's breaking old patterns or building new habits, let joy guide you. It makes the process much more rewarding.
Beautifully said. Thank you both for being here, and thank you to our listeners for tuning in to Conversations That Matter. Let's take on the challenge to live more mindfully and energetically, one day at a time. Until next time, Stay curious, stay kind, and stay inspired.
The space to grow. In the space between thought and choice lies the power of your inner voice. Small steps forward, day by day, can guide your mind to a brighter way. Through challenge, flow begins to rise. A dance of effort beneath open skies. Embrace the climb, let courage show. For in each small victory, you truly grow.